Hi everyone, this is Dara. Welcome to my closet. It's 2020 and I'm still in the closet. It's pretty hard to believe, but here we are. I want to talk to you about Discord, what it is, how to navigate it, why you should join it, why you should join the Women's Board Gaming and Social Discord server to be exact, and once you have joined, how to navigate some of the more essential features of the platform. Have you heard of our good Lord and Savior Discord? Discord is here to serve you and all of your chat needs. We are using it for the board game group because reasons. Um, I don't want to get into it. It's fine. I like it, and so we're using it. So I would appreciate if you download it and we can just get on from there. We can just move on. We can move on with our lives. That's all platform. So Discord is a free chatting service. It is aimed towards gamers. It is available on both the mobile and PC. And you'll get something that looks kind of like this, almost exactly like this. I'll have a few features that you want as the person who has started the server. Main features that you will notice on Discord. To the very left, you will have your home button. This is how you can access where your friends list is. Underneath that, if this is your first time joining Discord, you'll probably just see the Women's Board Gaming Social, but as you can see, you can be a member of various different servers. The server is basically a home for all of its members to have different chats, like sub-chats. So we have the server here, and underneath we have categories, and then within that we have text channels and voice channels. So the channels are just basically think of them as like a group chat. And we have the general lobby, which you'll automatically be joined into and where I encourage you to say hi. And then we'll have specific text channels that have been created, and I'll go over those briefly. But first, I want to point out the most important features to help keep you sane. Those are your notifications and muting channels. If you want to mute the entire server, which you might want to do if you are working from home and you need some quiet time, go to where it says WBGS, click on the link here and go to notification settings. And underneath notification settings, you can mute the entire server. You can control the duration of muting it. As it is now, I just changed the settings today so that the default settings are that you will only get notified if someone mentions you. You can change your personal notification settings so that you get notifications for everything or nothing, or only when someone mentions you. But as a default now, it should be only when someone mentions you. Mentioning, if you want to mention someone, you would right click on their username and click on mention, or simply type in the @ symbol and then their nickname or username, and then they should get a notification unless they have muted all notifications. So you can mute the entire server. Another thing you can do is you can mute individual channels. You can do both. So the point of that would be, let's say I don't ever want to play Jackbox. I could go over here to, oops, wrong thing. I can go to mute the channel. Let's say until I turn it back on, notifications, nothing. Even if I now went in and muted the entire server, when I unmute the server, this specific channel will remain muted, and you can tell that it's muted because of the coloring is lighter than the unmuted channels. So please use this feature freely. It does not alert people that you have muted it, so don't think that it's rude. Think of it as what you need for your mental health, because you don't want to be connected at all times. It will drive you insane. Speaking of which, the log out feature, little less intuitive on this. I had to walk a friend through it. It will be here at the bottom where your username is. If you'll go over to user settings and then scroll down to the bottom, there will be a log out option. There are a lot of other features on here that you can change, like your user picture and such, and I encourage you to explore those options. So let's say we go in here, here's our chat channel, we would chat, etc. To the right, we have our users, and you can hide the member list if you'd like. One important thing upon entering the lobby, I would highly appreciate it and highly encourage you to change your nickname. You can do that by right-clicking on your nickname or username wherever it is displayed. So I could do that down here or over here. right click, change nickname. The nickname will only change for the server. So if I change this name here from Dara to anything else, it'll only be reflected within the women's board gaming server and the sub channels here. It will not be reflected in any of my other Discord chats or on my like personal private messages. So just so you know. Please change it to your first name if you have a very common first name, or you know for a fact that we have members who have the same first name, an initial or something, middle initial, last initial, something to differentiate you would be awesome, and it helps a lot. Important features other than those, well, debatable if it's important, but I did just add some emojis, so have some fun there. You have the different text chats. These are the text channels here have been created to try to streamline the process of finding someone to play a game with based on what platform you're using. And I'm not going to go over those individual platforms right now, perhaps in another video, because I don't want this to run too long. But underneath that, you have voice channels. It starts with there's a general voice channel. I did add the ability for users to add channels today. I would appreciate it if you limit that to voice channels. The reason for that is that I don't want a lot of new channels being created here and people getting notifications and having to constantly go back and mute new channels that just existed or didn't exist previously rather. So the voice channels are really good because I can create a voice channel. Let's do that now. Testing. Okay, so under my voice channels, I can join by clicking on it. If I want to leave a voice channel, I can disconnect here. I can also go live. That allows me to screen share with the people who are within that video or voice chat rather. So that could be useful for playing some games. We'll see how that goes. So the cool thing about this is that I can create a voice chat. Other people can join it within the server and we can talk while we're playing the same game. And then not interfere with the regular text channels. It won't be bombarding people with notifications, and we won't be spamming up or keeping people from using the general messages if we've created our own. So when I did this with the Rolling Realms, I created a specific one, had the time and the date that we intended to meet and the game listed as the title, used it during the duration of that event, and then deleted it afterwards so that it's clear it's gone. So please make use of that feature and keeping it separate from the general one if you want to just join the general one just to talk. But creating and then deleting the voice channel should be more for when you have already arranged a specific time to meet with people and those people can kind of say gather within that voice channel during the duration of that game. I believe that's all that you need for the primary functions of Discord. I hope you enjoy it and say hi. Is my enthusiasm scary?